himself. Too pleased. "It's me," I said into the phone. "Again. Call me, okay? I'm worried." But my texts and calls went unanswered. Another hour passed before I started to panic. Something was wrong. It had been the last stop on my trip. A small New England college, second tier, and expensively manicured. What I imagined a country club looked like. On that trip to tour colleges, certain differences stood out. At some schools, I could imagine seamlessly fitting in. The bigger schools, those with vast student bodies and ample scholarships for people like me, room for a democracy's worth of differences. This school wasn't like that. The smaller the club, the harder it is to blend in. I'd learn this repeatedly in the years to come. I lingered at the back of the group. Then someone approached, a shadow blocking the April sunlight in my peripheral vision. "Nice shoes." She nudged her foot against mine. We were both wearing black Converses. I turned and took her in. She was tall and blonde and beautiful in a way that suggested glamour and globetrotting, and radiated the possibilities of serious money. She pulled down her sunglasses, revealing cool blue eyes, and leaned closer. "I'm so bored, I want to kill myself," she said. "Don't do that," I said. "You'll never get the blood out of that white shirt." Her laugh was harsh but amused. "What's your name?" "I'm Stella." "I'm Violet," I said. "Well, Violet, I'm afraid I have no choice." With a sigh, she hung her sunglasses from her shirt. A white Oxford, top 3 buttons undone. The weight of the sunglasses tugged the fabric down, revealing an arc of lacy bra. "This is the only place I got in." "It's a good school," I said. "It's a good school for people like me," she said. "Which means?" The tour group was moving on. We followed, slowly. "Rich," she said, then shrugged. "And lazy." It was my turn to laugh. She smiled. "Live your truth," she said. "Isn't that what the gurus say? $250,000 in tuition is a lot to pay for your truth." Stella laid a hand on my arm. "See that woman?" she said, indicating an older but similarly attractive woman at the front of the group. "That's my mother. You know what she always says? You can't put a price on respectability." "Honestly, I don't know what that means," I said. Stella laughed again. "Me neither, but she says it with conviction." The group was wrapped as the tour guide described a stone gargoyle, but Stella was looking at me, squinting. The quality of her attention was at once sincere and ironic, unlike anything I'd experienced before. "Keep talking," it said. "We're just getting started." "So what's your deal, Violet?" she said. "Are you going here too?" I could hear the thumping music from 100 yards away. The windows were bright against the darkness. I told myself I was being paranoid. Stella was probably fine. But then the driveway came into view. And sure enough, her car wasn't there. The boy from earlier was in the living room, his shirt rumpled and eyes rimmed with red. The die-hard handful of remaining partiers didn't notice me, or the blast of cold air from the open front door. The room was humid with whiskey and sweat. "Hey," I said, grabbing the boy's arm. "Where did Stella go?" He swayed as he turned toward me. "Who are you?" "Her roommate. She never came home." "Don't know, she left a while ago." "How long? Like minutes? Hours?" "I told her to stay, but she was all, 'Ew, no, your house is disgusting.'" He laughed at his own impression. Another boy was passed out on a lumpy couch, and someone was drawing in Sharpie on his forehead. The boy started to turn away, but I grabbed his arm again. "Hey," I said, "her car isn't in the driveway." "She said she was fine to drive," he said. "I guess she can really hold her liquor." "She wasn't drinking tonight." "Oh yeah? Senor Jose Cuervo would say otherwise." "Yo!" he shouted.